everybody. Welcome to our podcast, specifically on smart growth versus urban sprawl. My name is Blake. This is Ryan, my husband.
Hello.
So today we're going to talk about something that honestly affects almost all of us, even if we don't really think about it much, and that is the way cities grow.
Yeah, when people hear urban planning, it sounds kind of boring at first, but it actually impacts traffic, housing plans, pollution, commute times, basically everyday life.
Exactly. We're focusing on two ideas today, urban sprawl and smart growth, and once you understand the difference between them, you start noticing them everywhere.
Like when you're stuck in traffic surrounded by giant parking lots and strip malls.
Yeah, exactly that.
So let's start with urban sprawl. Basically, it's when cities keep spreading outward instead of improving areas they already have.
Right. Think huge suburbs, long roads, shopping centers everywhere, and houses that are super far away from schools or workplaces.
Because everything's so spread out, people end up driving everywhere.
Even for the tiniest things like getting coffee or going to the grocery store, which I have to, when I want to go to my favorite coffee shop, it's a 30-minute detour from my house, which is not really worth it to me.
Which means more traffic, more gas usage, more pollution.
And honestly, I think most people have experienced this without realizing it. It's called urban sprawl. Like when it takes 20 minutes just to get somewhere that technically isn't that far away.
Or when they're or when there's literally no sidewalks or walking isn't even an option.
One thing that surprised me while learning about this was how much land gets destroyed because of sprawl.
Yeah, farmland and forests especially between 1982 and 1992, the United States lost an average of 45.7 acres of farmland every hour because of development.
Every hour is crazy.
It really puts into perspective how quickly cities grow.
And urban growth isn't just happening in the United States either. Cities around the world are growing super fast because people move there looking for jobs and opportunities.
Which makes sense. Cities usually have more access to healthcare, education, transportation, and jobs compared to rural areas,
But when cities grow too quickly, it can create problems too.
like slums and shantytowns.
A slum is basically an area where people may not have reliable clean water, sanitation, strong housing, or enough living space.
Even though these communities are often vibrant culturally, they can face major health and safety challenges because they develop so quickly and without planning.
For example, the COVID-19 pandemic really highlighted that problem for us.
Yeah, because people live very close together and don't always have access to sanitation or healthcare, disease spreads more easily.
And this connects to the idea of environmental justice.
Which basically means everybody deserves equal access to safe and healthy living conditions.
So that brings us to smart growth, which is kind of the opposite approach from urban sprawl.
Smart growth is all about planning cities in a way that makes them more efficient and more livable.
Instead of spreading everything far apart, smart growth tries to keep communities connected,
So things like homes, stores, parks, schools are all built close together.
which means people can walk, bike, or use public transportation more easily instead of driving everywhere.
And honestly, a lot of people prefer that kind of lifestyle now.
Yeah, especially younger generations, people like walkable neighborhoods where they can actually go places without sitting in traffic all day.
One really interesting example is Singapore.
Singapore is known for really careful city planning, even though it's densely populated. It still includes green spaces, efficient public transportation, and organized housing.
It's kind of proof that cities grow without completely destroying the environment around them,
Another cool smart growth idea is redeveloping brownfields.
which are old industrial or commercial areas that get cleaned up and reused instead of just abandoning them.
An example is the Gateway in Salt Lake City.
Instead of building somewhere totally new, cities can reuse old spaces and turn them into places for business, recreation, or housing.
I think the biggest takeaway from all of this is that city design really affects quality of life.
Definitely, the way communities are built affects health, transportation, pollution, and even how connected people feel to each other.
And since cities are continuing to grow rapidly, smart planning matters more than ever.
Urban sprawl and smart growth are basically two completely different visions for the same future of cities.
One focuses on endless expansion while the other focuses on sustainability and community.
And honestly, once you start noticing the ideas around you, you can't really unsee them.
It's very true. I want to just point out one other thing is that, I mean, look in your life and look in your city that you're in right now and see if there's any smart developmental designing that in your city that you can see them trying to make the community sustainable. Um, and also see if you could see that your urban sprawl. See if you could see how much farmland has been taken up. See if you could look into that around you, because it's gonna be around you. It's always gonna be there, and you might not have looked into it until now. So, thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.
References are United Nations Human Settlement Program E, Smart Growth of America, U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Smart Growth, World Health Organization, WHO, Environmental Health in Urban Areas, and Steward Brand for environmental heresies and for the course material from this class. Thank you.